Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're gonna talk about the Lakers. They ended up getting another loss, this time to the Thunder, 119 to 110. The Lakers go to 32 and 19 and 14 and 8. They was at home in this game. The Thunder get their 40th win. They go to 40 and 13 and 18 and 7 on the road. Um, Thunder and Lakers had a really close competitive game in this one, but the Thunder won the first quarter 31 to 30. The second quarter was won by the Thunder 36 to 28. The Lakers won the third 33 to 26, but the Thunder did win the fourth 26 to 19 to win the game by 9. This was a really entertaining game, and the Thunder was getting to that basket, and they was just hard to stay in front of. And then Chet Holmgren just got some great deep paint finishes. Isaiah Hartenstein, 22 minutes, 10 points. He went 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, and 3 steals. The 3 steals ended up being the most in the game. He also had 6 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -5 in plus minus. He's going to start to try to stay by that rim and get high percentage looks in the paint, and he's going to try to bump you and knock you and battle you as much as he can for a rebound. But it's always good to see him try to find a way to make the pass to a basket or just reset the offense if that's needed. Chet Holmgren, 31 minutes. He ended up having 13 points and 10 boards. So another double-double for him. He went 5 of 10 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3. They kept giving him so many opportunities at the rim. It just made sense to not really take any threes. And he just made the good read on how they was defending him in this game. And he also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. I think him and Hartenstein is a hard tandem to score on consistently in the paint for any team. And it made sense for Sam Presti to make a move to get Hartenstein, and he fits in this team perfectively. I love watching these two together, and it's good to see them back healthy. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +12 and plus minus. Luguentz Dort, 29 minutes, 7 points. He was the only starter to not score in double figures for the Thunder, but he did have 7 points, and those threes did matter when he did shoot them and make them at the time that he did, because this game was, like I said, close throughout the entire game. He also went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, though. That was probably the worst part of his night besides going and getting 4 personal fouls. He also had 1 steal in the block, 1 offensive board, and a -7. And plus minus, Jalen Williams, he was just getting to the basket at will. Sometimes he was able to finish it. Sometimes he was getting to the free throw line. Sometimes it just made sense for him to try, because he ended up getting game high 23 points for the Thunder. He went 6 of 17 from the field. Still looked a little rusty. Still didn't look as strong. Didn't look as agile. He's going to have to knock some of that off, because they're going to need him to play on his A game to get out of the West. He also went 0 of 2 from 3. Teams are going to let him take those. He just got to be able to make them, or make enough of them, since he don't really have to live off the 3, because he's good with that fadeaway shot, and he's good at, getting to the free throw line like he did tonight. And he went 11 to 13 there, and that really helped him win this game. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 2 personal fouls, and a -10 in plus minus. Cason Wallace played 31 minutes. He had 12 points. He went 6 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 in plus minus. Good scoring from Cason, man. They needed him to step up. They needed him to be aggressive. They needed him to run that offense sometimes or speed it up. And, of course, make some defensive plays and just play solid defense in general. And he was able to do those things. And then Jalen Williams, the big guy, played 19 minutes. He had 11 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field. He missed his only 2-pointer. And then he went 3 of 5 from 3. And that's something that he can do. And he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, too. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and a +9 and plus minus. Alex Caruso, he had it really going offensively. In this one, he played 24 minutes and ended up with 17 points. That's a lot of points off the bench, because there's a lot of guys that can score off their bench and get a lot of chances too. Caruso had a big night for them, though. He went 7 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from three, and missed his only free throw. And, you know, you love seeing games like this from him where he's still competing hard defensively but giving you a whole lot of baskets to go in, too. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers in the steal, no personal foul, plus 19 and plus minus. Kenrich Williams played 4 minutes. He ended up missing his only shot. And he also got a steal and no personal fouls, no turnovers, and was a -1. And plus minus Isaiah Joe, 27 minutes. That ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 19 points and 6 of 13 shooting from the field. You know he's going to attack that basket. You know he's going to try to hit threes and get out in transition. He went 4 of 8 from 3, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 3 boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. The 2 steals ended up being the most off the bench. 2 offensive boards and 2 personal fouls, was a plus 14 and plus minus. Aaron Wiggins, he didn't score a basket. He did go 0-4 from the field and 0-2 from 3. Since they was good looks, you can't really complain about it. You just hope he make them in the next game or in the future, obviously as much as he can. He did play 15 minutes and had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a turnover. 1 personal foul, was a plus 6 and plus minus. Jared McCain, he came in and scored efficiently. 14 minutes for him. He ended up having 7 points. He went 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and finished as a plus 10 and plus minus. And then you look at the Los Angeles Lakers. It looked like they might get it done, but it didn't happen for them. LeBron Ramon James, the king of the game, led them with 22 points, still figuring out a way to get it done at his advanced age at the NBA level. 36 minutes, 22 points, 9 of 17 from the field. The problem is he went 0 of 4 from 3 and 4 of 6 from the free throw line, but he finished with a double-double, 10 assists, and he did get 6 boards. Not so many turnovers in this one where he only had 3. He also had a steal, 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, and a -7. And plus minus, you know, LeBron and how he's going to score and how he's going to try to do it. And he just did the regular in this one. Rui Hachimura played 33 minutes. He's the guy that if you leave him open, he's going to hurt you more times than not. 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field shooting, 2 of 5 from 3. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a plus 4 and plus minus. Jake LaRavia, 24 minutes, 14 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a -9 in plus minus. Good scoring from him. You know, he had a lot of opportunities and he turned some of them down, which ended up helping him get to the free throw line. He's been doing some decent things defensively throughout games, and you have to like the fact that he's trying out there. DeAndre Ayton played 29 minutes. He couldn't score in double figures in points. He was actually the only starter to not do it. He finished with 6 points. He went 3 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 10 boards. That ended up being the most on the team, so at least he did something positive like that. He also had 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. And then Marcus Smart, he stepped up more offensively in this game, and it was needed for them to keep it close enough to be able to try to win it. He played 29 minutes and had 19 points and went 7 of 16 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. The 2 steals ended up being the most on the team, and a personal foul of -4 and plus minus. I mean, he was just literally getting shots that he wanted all night. And, you know, if you're a defense, you want him to take the threes, but he punished them with those tonight. And obviously, just the easy opportunities just for playing the game the right way. Good shots come your way. He also missed a lot of easy ones, too. Austin Reeves, you know, gave them the more scoring off the bench. He had that fadeaway going. He didn't shoot the ball that great from 3. He went 1 of 5 from 3 and 6 of 14 from the field in 29 minutes. That was the most minutes off the bench. He also went and got 7 assists, but he had 5 turnovers, was kind of rushing and forcing things a little bit. Too much thinking, too, out there, and got caught up in his own head. 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 3 personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. Maxi Kleber, 5 minutes. He ended up going scoreless. And he also had no turnovers, no personal foul, -8 and plus minus. They needed more out of him, didn't get it. Jared Vanderbilt didn't give him much either offensively. He played 17 minutes. He had 2 points. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. The 1 block was tied for the most on the team. He also had 3 personal fouls, a +9 and plus minus. And then Jackson Hayes, 14 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds. That was the most off the bench. He also had assists and turnover, 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. And then Luke Kennard, 24 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers, and the steal, 4 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. He's gonna take the good looks. He's gonna find ways to get open to do it, and he did those things successfully again tonight. 84 field goals taken by the Lakers, 50% from the field. 87 field goals taken by the Thunder. They shot 48%. 33 three-pointers taken by the Thunder. They shot 42%. 31 taken by the Lakers. They shot 32%. That really hurt it in this one. 29 free throws taken by the Thunder. They shot 72%. And then the Lakers shot 70%, but they took 23 of them, 6 less than the Thunder. That did make a difference in this one. 45 rebounds by the Thunder, 37 by the Lakers, 25 assists by the Lakers, 23 by the Thunder. Both teams had 15 turnovers. The Lakers had 7 steals. The Thunder had 12. And then 2 blocks by the Lakers, 4 by the Thunder, 9 offensive rebounds for the Lakers, 14 by the Thunder. That made a difference. 28 defensive rebounds by the Lakers, 31 by the Thunder, and then 21 personal fouls by the Lakers, 19 by the Thunder. It was just those small, tiny little things, getting an extra steal, getting extra boards, attacking, a little harder than the Lakers that mattered, because when you're in a close game, any advantage that you can get is crucial and influential to the win of the game. And the Thunder have just been doing that against everybody. They're going to try to go for every steal. They're going to try to find a way to switch. They're going to find a way to attack you. They're going to find a way to drive. They're going to find a way to get open, three-point shooter. They're going to find a way to get deflections, get blocks, and just make plays, on both ends of the court. And they're going to do it throughout the entire game. When this team, you look at the roster, they're so young that, of course, they're going to go out there and just use a lot of energy and just try to go out there and put on their best performance. That's why they're so hard and so tough to beat, because they do want to win. They do what's needed, what's necessary to win. And the Lakers, they just was a little bit more slower. They were just, thinking a little bit more. They were just trying a little harder for theirs. And the Thunder just didn't have to do that as much. Even though some of their guys didn't shoot the ball that great, they still had good looks and good opportunities. And the Lakers, they just had to try to find a way to create a little bit more to get them. And that ended up being a big difference in why they ended up losing this game and not being able to win it. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully, with more analysis, too.